Cristiano Ronaldo is arguably the greatest goal scorer in football history, and he'll surely have his eyes set on scoring 1,000 career goals. As of writing, CR7 has scored a whopping 895 career goals, with 765 of them coming at club level and the other 130 on the international stage. Few players in the history of football can hold a candle to Ronaldo's goal-scoring figures, and he still looks as if he's got a few years left in the tank yet. Ronaldo's current contract with Al Nassr is valid until the summer of 2025, although discussions have reportedly taken place over an extension. The Portuguese icon will be 40 years old when his current deal expires, but it doesn't look like he has any plans to hang up his boots just yet. It's even been suggested that Ronaldo wants to carry on playing until he can play professionally with his son, who is currently 14. While Ronaldo didn't have the best of times at Euro 2024, he's still more than capable of sticking them away in the Saudi Pro League. Across all competitions, he scored 50 goals for Al Nassr last season, which was his most prolific campaign since 2015-16 when he was still playing for Real Madrid. The level of competition that he's up against in Saudi Arabia is by no means the most competitive, but that shouldn't take away from his impressive scoring record. Indeed, fellow superstars such as Karim Benzema and Riyad Mahrez haven't come anywhere close to matching Ronaldo's goal-scoring return in Saudi Arabia. He seems to be on a mission to score 1,000 goals before he retires, and we've crunched the numbers to find out how long it will likely take him to reach that lofty tally. Ronaldo has scored 895 career goals to date, meaning he needs to score 105 more goals to reach the 1,000 landmark. One of the biggest factors that will determine if Ronaldo can hit 1,000 goals is whether or not he can remain injury-free over these next few years. Ronaldo has a tremendously good record when it comes to injuries, but old age will catch up to all of us eventually. For club and country, Ronaldo played a whopping 63 matches last season and averaged a goal every 97 minutes. If he maintains that scoring ratio and continues to play that volume of matches, it will take him around 2 more seasons to hit the 1,000 tally. However, it would be reasonable to suggest that Ronaldo could be phased out of the Portugal starting XI, which could hinder his international minutes. Last season, Ronaldo averaged a goal every 90 minutes for Al Nassr. If he manages to maintain that ratio at club level, it would take him 105 matches to reach 1,000 goals. If we say Ronaldo plays an average of 45 games per season for the next 3 years, it would take him just over 2 seasons to hit 1,000 strikes. Ecuador's Brian Daniel Pintado claimed gold in the men's 20 km race walk on Thursday morning in Paris and celebrated by copying Cristiano Ronaldo's iconic SIU celebration as he crossed the finish line. Pintado, 29, crossed the finish line and took a moment to catch his breath before jumping up in the air and throwing his hands down by his sides, emulating the Portuguese football icon. The Ecuadorian, who clinched silver in the men's 35 km walking race at the 2023 World Championships in Budapest, had also competed at the 2016 and 2020 Games. In Rio, he finished 37th place with a time of, but on Thursday, he sped ahead of the chasing pack to record a time of in Paris. Brazil's Caio Bonfim took second place, coming in 14 seconds behind the Ecuadorian, while Spain's Alvaro Martin took bronze with a time of, but the 27-year-old finished 39th in the field with a time of 1 minute and 36 seconds back from Pintado. It was though a historic achievement for Ecuador, with Pintado clinching their first medal at the Paris Olympics and the delegation's 4th gold medal in Olympic history. Pintado delivered an excellent race, finishing well ahead of his competitors. He was overcome with emotion upon realizing his accomplishment, with the Ecuadorian letting out a huge roar before heading to a television screen where he celebrated with his family via a video call. Racewalking is one of the more unique events at the Olympic Games. It sees competitors walk long distances as quickly as they can over a course of 20 kilometers. In past iterations of the Games, some races have been contested over a grueling 50 kilometers, but that format has since been dropped from the 2024 Olympics. The sport is believed to have originated in the Victorian era, where punters would bet on a competitor who would walk alongside horse-driven coaches to see who would win. There are strict rules to the format of this sport, though. Competitors are not allowed to run. Competitors must always have one foot in contact with the ground at all times as visible to the human eye. When athletes run, competitors will likely often remove both feet off the ground during their sprint. During the race walk, athletes will be penalized if they are seen to be lifting both feet from the ground at once. Real Madrid players are adopting the Cristiano method for the upcoming season, focusing on daily improvement, professionalism, and nutrition. Cristiano Ronaldo's legacy at Real Madrid as their greatest player ever continues to inspire and influence the current squad's performance. Ronaldo's impressive statistics and professional approach to football serve as a prime example for Madrid players today, even as he excels in the Saudi Pro League. It's now been 6 years since Cristiano Ronaldo left Real Madrid, but the Portuguese superstar continues to have quite an impact at the La Liga club, as proven in the way the current squad is preparing for the 2024-25 campaign. After arriving in 2009 from Manchester United, Ronaldo spent 9 years in Spain and won just about everything there was to win with Los Blancos during that period. Plenty of footballers have a lot of tattoos, but Cristiano Ronaldo isn't one of them. In 2018, he left for Juventus, who paid close to 90 meters for his services. The decision to leave Madrid was a shocking one, and he departed the club as their greatest player of all time. His impact at the Bernabeu was massive. In fact, it was so big that the club are still using him as inspiration to this day, according to a report from AS. Ahead of the 2024-25 season, when Real Madrid will look to successfully defend both their La Liga title and their Champions League trophy, the squad is looking to Ronaldo's example as they prepare. Calling it the Cristiano method, they're said to be adopting the star's philosophy of striving to improve on a day-by-day basis, behaving with the utmost professionalism in training and placing an emphasis on nutrition. His mentality of always being there for his teammates and never giving up is something that they will also look to replicate in the entire squad, from the starters down to the substitutes. The icon clearly still serves as a role model for the players at Madrid, and considering the incredible legacy that he forged during his tenure in Spain, it's easy to see why so many are looking towards him for the right example all these years later. There's a reason that the current crop of Madrid players are looking at Ronaldo's behavior during his time with the club as a positive example. His approach to football led to incredible results on the pitch, and there's no denying just how good he's been throughout the majority of his career, but particularly his time at the Bernabeu. Across 9 years, the Portuguese star played 438 times for Los Blancos and scored 450 goals along the way. He also chalked up 131 assists, bringing his goal contribution total to 581 for the team. A ridiculously impressive number. He wasn't just sublime individually though. During his time with the team, Madrid won 2 league titles and 4 Champions League trophies, among a handful of other bits of silverware. Even today, at 39 years old, he's still scoring goals for fun with Al Nassr in the Saudi Pro League. And if that isn't proof enough that his professional approach to football is the perfect example for the current Real Madrid